Welcome back to the channel, guys. Blue Oval Dude here, just kind of going over the parts list of the old Windsor here. We'll just start at the bottom, we'll kind of go up. I might forget something, we'll find out. Of course, the oil pan, that's a 7-quart. That's an Assault Racing. It's just a cheapo one. Between the pump, the sump, and the pan and the dipstick, it was less than $200 for that, the whole setup. It does have a Canton windage tray in it, so that's in there. Of course, this is our stock Ford crankshaft, and of course that's all been balanced and everything, and magged and checked out and looks good. We've got our scat connecting rods. We've got Wiseco flat top pistons in here. You know, you guys, if you want to go back and see pictures of that or video with those, you know, there's a couple videos where those are in it. It's got a comp. They're 9 keyway. They're billet timing chain. CVF Racing electric water pump. CVF Racing pulley. The only thing this engine is going to turn is the alternator. That's it. So that's going to save me some horsepower right there too. Of course, if you saw the camshaft video, you should know what camshaft this is. If any of y'all remember that. And I'll just grab the box so you can see that. It is a Cam Research. And that's 633 intake, 638 exhaust, 246.5 intake duration at 50, and 248 exhaust duration at 50, 106 angle. So fairly healthy. Of course, we've got our NKB heads. They're kind of the star of the show. They've spent a lot of time on this channel. So you guys should be real familiar with that. Of course, we got a Victor Jr. intake, and you should be familiar with that also. And the little work that I did to that. We have a 850 Track Warrior. That's also a budget, more of a budget piece, because that's a Holley refurb. So it's like half price that I got that carburetor for. We've got our MSD distributor, MSD coil. We've got our cat over here checking it out. We have a Holley, I don't remember what pump it is. It's like 110, 120 gallon per hour. I've actually ran that pump for years on an ethanol, an E85 engine. So that takes a lot more fuel. So if anyone thinks that thing won't keep up, if it keeps up on E85, it'll keep up on this thing too. It has Crower, their extreme duty roller lifters. It has trick flow push rods. It has let's see here, Speedway, not sure who makes it for them, Speedway rockers with the 150 offset. Oh, and the lifters are 180 offset, by the way. Yeah, 180 thousandths offset on those lifters, and that's why I use that lifter in particular. And yeah, the rockers are 150 thou offset, and it also has Speedway guide plates in it. It has the Assault Racing stud girdle for the Valvetrain. So right now, according to the calculations, it makes 10 5-to-1 compression. And with our aluminum heads and the can that we're running in here, it should bleed off that cylinder pressure just fine. So we won't have any problems running this thing on pump gas. Right now we've got a 1-inch spacer sitting below the carburetor, so you can see that. And oh yeah, I didn't show this, but yeah, I've cut some of these holes out in this intake manifold just to let some more of that heat out. you know, while it's sitting between rounds or whatever it is that I'm doing. So yeah, that pump was like $108 for that electric water pump. And I will mention that it does not match up very well at all. So before I bolted this pump on, I went ahead and pulled this all apart, and I port matched these sections. When they come together, I port matched that here, also port matched it here, and I port matched the plate. So it did take me a little bit of time. We'll find out if that thing is any good or not. I've heard other people that have used them, and they haven't had any complaints with it working. If you saw the oil pump videos before they got copyright striked, you'll know that I'm using a stock pump, but it's a pump that I have worked over myself. And you saw the oiling mod videos. If you saw all that before the copyright strike, you know what I did with that. Also, it's going to have a SCAT SFI flex plate on it, and has an SFI gel dampener in it, also another budget piece. So all that stuff is, of course, balanced with my assembly. I think that, oh, wait. Oh, don't forget that was in my oiling mod video, but yeah, I have my adapter from T. Meyer for this other filter here. A 51268 is the filter. That's also one of the mods that I made, and that's like a $30 piece there for that adapter. But these filters are cheaper than a 515R filter, but they have a lower micron rating, but they still have that high flow rating of that racing filter. So you can actually use this filter. It's a cheaper filter. You'll get cleaner oil with it and still have that high flow. Also, you know, just the way that it goes into the block is just a better way. Can get a straighter shot and go into that oil gallery in the block. So that pretty much covers most of the parts that I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, Proform valve covers, you should know that. And Proform breathers there. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Also, my cook's headers, that was not a budget item, but it needed to happen. 1 7/8 primaries and 3.5 inch. So pretty good sized. But I'm sure all y'all know that already. So I can't think of anything else right now, guys. But that's what the engine looks like. Excited for this baby to go on dyno and make some noise, get some horsepower and torque ratings, and just listen to this thing scream. All right, guys, until next time, remember to hit that like, share, subscribe. Keep racing, keep wrenching. Have fun with your ride.